What's going on, everybody? This is Ray Hayes with Supplier News, coming to you again with a podcast. I like to call them a mini podcast because it's not usually that long, but I hope everybody had a great week thus far. Friday is approaching, and the end of the week is near. And happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, and happy Father's Day to my father. I definitely want to appreciate him for doing all he could when it came to raising me, and to this day, still being that support system. So happy Father's Day to all the dads, in particular my dad. Today I'm coming to you. Just wanted to talk about the fact that why people are leaving Midwestern states, particularly Chicago. Me and Jamie talked about this issue a few weeks ago, and he gave his opinion on why people are leaving Detroit and going down south, and I gave my opinion also on why people are leaving Chicago. There's been statistics, expert reporting that Chicago has been the number one major city in the U.S. that lost a population. That's steadily losing population. Chicago, due to taxes, crime, and the state budget chaos, people are leaving the city, but also they're leaving the state and going to places like Texas, Atlanta, anywhere, particularly almost down south. They're moving down there for better opportunities, warmer weather, and just a better overall feel compared to Chicago. I was at my dad's house today, and he brought it to my attention that in the coming weeks, the Cook County, which is the county Chicago is in, will be introducing a pop tax, a soda tax, so to say, and the tax will be 1%. So now, say for instance, your 99 cent 2-liter pop will now be $1.60 or $1.70, so to say. And I mean, that makes a big difference. I mean, it's only a few quarters. I understand that, but it makes a big difference because now you're going into the pockets of the restaurants, and some of the restaurants, in particular in Carbondale, have said that they expect possibly they may lose business due to this new tax. And it was already a tax on pops. Now there's a tax on a tax, and it's the taxes. The reason is Illinois or Chicago in particular are going up on taxes are to pay the pensions, the firemen's pensions, the police pensions, the teachers' pensions. They didn't pay for years, and now these people who are in retirement and people who are eventually will be retiring and expecting a pension, they want their money, and I understand that. And all do so, they deserve that money, and particularly both the firemen, police, and teachers. They work hard jobs, and they deserve that money, which is fine and dandy. But the thing is, the city of Chicago is saying, "Hey, okay, we're going to get their money, but we're going to put these different kind of taxes out there." Not only is there the soda tax coming out, you also have an increase of property taxes. Not for everyone, but there's an increase for property taxes, I believe, for homes over $250,000. It's that right there is the main reason why people are leaving. And I understand it, because you're putting a tax upon a tax. Not only you have the garbage tax, but there was already a garbage tax that was already included in your property tax. Now you have another garbage tax. So you're taxing you put in a tax upon a tax, and it's getting out of hand. The state budget still hasn't been fixed. Governor Ronner has called a special session for in the coming weeks for the state representatives can come in and try to fix the problem, but most likely it's not going to get fixed. And it's just ridiculous. And those are the reasons why people are leaving. Indiana, they have a sign up. I pass it tons of times, and it says basically the state, come to a state that doesn't have a state budget crisis. That's a shot, direct shot at the state of Illinois. But it's true. Why people are suffering because city officials and state officials can't get it together. They simply can't get it. They can't get along, so they're fighting, and you're hurting the public school system, and you're making people pay more. You pay more in taxes, and some people cannot afford that. A lot of people cannot afford it. So what's the next thing to do? Hey, go to another state where you won't have to deal with this, and rightfully so. But the sad thing of it is that you're going to lose. The people that will still remain here are losing out on those local small businesses. And just the fact of calling somewhere a place that you've been for years home, you're losing out on it. So it's asinine, but I understand it has to happen. But it's getting to a point where it's getting ridiculous, and something has to be done about it. I really hope when they come together for this special session that they sit down, let I hope cool heads prevail, and they stop playing the politic game. It can't be just a partisan issue. They have to come together. Democrats and Republicans have to come together. Ronner has to come together with everyone else and get this budget straight. Because if not, more and more are going to leave. And like Jamie said, one day, maybe in particular Chicago will be like us going into what Detroit faced. And hopefully it doesn't. I'm pretty sure it won't. But hopefully, who knows? But we have to get it. We have to get this straightened. Because the fact of it is, where's the money going from the speeding light tickets? Where's the money going for the parking tickets? Where's that money going? We have to think about what we're spending on. The fact of the city departments, you can't waste money, and the people who have these jobs have to do their jobs. There's no reason to keep hiring just because someone's not doing their job. That has to be fixed as well. And the crime, I really don't know what to say about the crime. The crime is ridiculous, but it's crime everywhere. That has to be settled in-house within those communities where that crime is happening in. People have to come together and make their voice known that, hey, this has to stop. And people are doing that. There's always political organizations and civil rights organizations coming together to stop the crime, but cooler heads have to prevail. Like I said, but it'll never go anywhere. But the way it's going to Chicago has to slow down. If you stayed this far, I want to say thank you all for listening. Like I said, this podcast is usually not long. Like I said, it's only a few minutes. Get you in, get you out. Sunday, me and Jamie will be doing our longer, quote unquote, longer podcast, and it will be out next week. So check out for that. Last week, me and Jamie talked about the Black Panther trailer and the fact of how diversity positively affects the movie industry if you have more diverse writers and directors. So check it out. Visit our website, www.suppliertnews.com. Please follow us also on Twitter at GDN Network. Please like us on Facebook Supplier T News. Both me and Jamie White have articles on medium.com, so check us out on there as well. If you're big or medium reading articles, check us out. We post articles on there daily. But with that being said, thank you all for listening to the podcast. I hope you all have a good evening. And also, happy Father's Day again. Ray Hayes, this is Ray Hayes, and I'm out of here.